Rick,
Cheers, bro. Welcome to FIFO Inspo.
Yep.
Yeah, as I said, man. First of all, can you tell us something a little bit about yourself? Oh, actually, wait. First of all, thanks for taking the time to share with us at the moment. You know, really appreciate your time and effort. Really is humbling, man.
Yeah, no worries.
But anyway, let's get straight into it. Tell us something a little bit about yourself, Rick.
Right. My name is Rick Rangitutia. I'm from Rotorua, New Zealand. Been flying in and out of Western Australia, beautiful Western Australia, since 2011.
Yep.
My lovely wife is obviously been supporting our children, or bringing our children up back home in New Zealand while I've been working over here. Predominantly working 2 on 1, 2 weeks away.
Okay.
And then flying back home on my week off.
Yep.
And yeah, I've been doing that over 7-8 years. Predominantly, all of it's been with Rio Tinto. First at West Angeles, then both Hope Downs 1 and 4, and Yanakujina. So I've worked across all 4 sites simultaneously. I used to do a lot of backfill for the company. So I've been in a number of roles, backfill roles, been in a leading hand role, and now I'm in a supervisor's role. So yeah, things are good, enjoying the work. Been in the game since I was 17, so I'm now 47. So yeah, fighting fit, don't drink, or limit the drinks.
Yeah.
And all the brothers are always in the gym. A lot of brothers in the gym, you know, Link Force boys, all the shuck crews when they come in, they all train hard. So that's the kupapa that I like to carry on, because you know it's something that I did back home. Staying fit and healthy is always good. And it keeps me in the game, and a game that's really physical. It keeps you on top of your game, you know. It keeps you ahead of the pack, so that you become, you know, you're a brain, you brain yourself, you know. I mean, because we come from the outside, you know, we're from the outside. You're competing with not only, you know, Australians, but all sorts. So it's been good for me to come over here and, you know, brand myself and put a roof over our heads for my whānau, you know, help educating our kids moving forward.
So what do you do for living up in the mines?
So I'm a supervisor currently. So we supervise a small crew and working on all wheel assemblies, so in the tyre game. So we manage all the fleet, all the rubber tyre fleet for Rio Tinto. So we work on the biggest loaders in the world, the Latourneau 2350s, obviously 930 haul trucks or a super class truck. Yeah, so anything that's rubber here on site, we service it. Yeah.
Is that a trade?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a trade, and it's very physical. It can be very physical, but I really enjoy it. Like I said, I've been doing it since I was 17, so a long time.
Yeah.
But the opportunity to come to Australia, it allows me to, you know, learn new skill set with the bigger gear. Because, you know, back home we don't have the big gear over there.
Yeah.
So coming over here has been awesome.
Awesome.
Meaning the big stuff, eh? Yeah.
Yeah. Now tell us how. So let's backtrack. How did you get into the game?
Oh, how do you get in?
Where did it all start?
Yeah, so for me, it's purely on my history, right? So I had a lot of experience. So back home in New Zealand, from a young bloke, I've been through all avenues of fitting tyres in the tyre industry, right through the branch manager for one of the Bridgestone commercial stores in Rotorua. And coming over here, it was purely on my resume, on my past history, just experience really. It does help though if you know people in the industry. That's how a lot of people get in. But for myself, it was purely on merit, on what I had experienced over the years. You know, which was a lot of years of experience. So yeah, that's what got me in the industry.
Wow, that's really powerful, man. Yeah. Truly, yeah, you know, because at the end of the day, experience and the trade, really, especially the trade papers, really count. They really.
Yeah, like you said, there's a lot of certificates, right? You need to acquire because back home you have certificates as well, but they don't hold any weight here in Australia.
Oh, okay.
So literally you need to eat humble pie and start from the bottom again and earn those certificates as you go through. Well, it is in this trade here in Australia anyway. So you start on like a traineeship, and then you work your way through the levels, and yeah, it takes anywhere from a year to a couple of years until you can get up to level 2, Cert 2 category, and then you're on full dollar then, money wise.
Oh, okay. So that's considered RPL together.
Yeah, so it's like just a staggered system, as you get more exposure to the big stuff. Even though you've had experience, right, and you've just never been exposed to the bigger gear.
Oh, okay. How was that transition from New Zealand? Because recognised, recognised prior learning. From New Zealand certificates to Australian certificates. Is that a big process?
I think the mining industry in itself is as a specialty. It concentrates on different areas compared to the tyre industry back home in New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
So it is a lot different. But the fundamentals are very similar. But it's more the tracking, because we're carrying such large weights. It's more to do with controlling temperature within those carcasses or within those tyres. Because all the tyres, right, are all got a sensor inside that measures not only the pressure but measures temperature as well. So it's obviously knowing what pressures to run, temperatures that are acceptable to get in maximum life. So you learn that as you go along,
Wow, awesome, man. Great experience.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
So all up, 17 years experience?
So
from 17?
From the age of 17, so I'm 47 now. So 30 years experience. Mining here in Australia though since 2011.
Oh, okay.
So, So it's been 8 years, 8 years up here.
Now, what do you think about FIFO life?
I really enjoy it. There's other aspects to it because I'm not young now. So for me, it's finding myself in a position where I can get off the tools and obviously a more seated role rather than being more an active role. And I could do this forever, literally. I could do it until I'm 70 if I wanted to, as long as I stay fit, fit and healthy, healthy mind, carry it through.
Do you have any advice for new starters?
Definitely, like in our industry, you need to have, I recommend that you get a commercial background in the tyre industry. There's a lot of commercial background in the city. Your Burry Piers, Bridgestones and stuff have a commercial sector. If you want to come out here, get commercial sector experience, more around earth mover, health and safety, big, really big. Our focus is solely around safety, health and safety. It's a very dangerous job. We're dealing with a lot of heavy gear, and unfortunately we've had fatalities over the years, which we've learned from. We've moved on, and we've put processes in place to hopefully never happen again. But yeah, focus is purely on getting that experience in the commercial sector with a massive focus on health and safety. If you can have those strong attributes, bit of experience, you only need about 2 or 3 years of experience in the city, and then have a strong focus on health and safety, you go a long way out here in FIFO land, absolutely.
Just related to that, do you reckon, because you're so fixated on safety, do you lose your skills as a tradesman?
Oh, I don't think so. I think you acquire more skill set, because it gets you thinking outside of the box. It's not about completion, it's about doing the job, doing it safely, then the completion will come, but it's definitely we haven't touched base of the fundamentals. We're just doing it slightly different, that it doesn't expose our people to getting hurt, really.
Awesome, man. Do you have any funny moments during the years of your
well, I've had a lot of scary moments, which I probably won't talk about. But yeah, funny moments. I mean, it's it can be a very harsh place up here and lonely. So, you know, having camaraderie with your, you know, like you don't get to work with your friends a lot of the time, you know, and sometimes you get to work with people you don't like, but you have to work through it, you know. We're all here to achieve the same thing. We're up here for the money, right? We're here to feed our family or to move forward. So sometimes you just got to eat humble pie, right? And it is what it is. And them's the rules. Move forward, and it'll happen, you know.
Also, I said that. Yeah. Now, one massive question. What do you think about mental health?
Whew, it's massive. It's huge. Up here, it's massive. Personal experience, I've seen a lot of people in my industry go under because of it. If not managed properly, you know, not managed. Yeah, it is and it's getting worse. The clients is asking for a lot more. We just got to find the right resources, the right methods to taking on the challenge and executing it to, you know, what they're wanting us to achieve. So we do really need to just rethink about our priorities in life. As family, right? We're up here for our family. Well, I'm up here with my family. And when things get hard, we need to just focus really on them, and, you know, find that if you're losing your way up here, there's plenty of guidance, right? You don't be too proud. There's heaps of guidance available. The company that I work for is really great. There's always someone there available to give you, you know, lead you in the right direction. Yeah, you just got to eat humble pie. You know, it is what it is. If you're struggling, you know, ask for help. That's what it is.
It's true, right, man. Yeah. I'll tell you the truth about that, because it does get pretty intense. Cause
man, you're working, you know, people say it's 12 hours. It's not 12 hours, right? So it's 13, 14 hour day. And then you still got that little bit of time to yourself just to make your crib, dinner, laundry, you know, sleep. Try and get 7-8 hours a minimum. And then do it for 12 days straight. Some of us are lucky to do it 12, 14 days, but there are others that are doing it a lot harder, you know. There's those 3-on-1s and 4-on-1s chasing the money.
Yeah.
And that can get pretty old, you know, chasing dollars after a little while. We do it 3 or 4 weeks straight.
Absolutely.
For me, it was really important. My family had a balance, so 2 weeks minimum, you know, away from my family, and then get home and have that time with them, eh?
Really essential, you know.
Yeah.
And just in regards to your routine, can you explain about your routine?
My daily routine?
Yeah, your daily routine.
I get up. My alarm goes off at 4:15 in the morning. Oh, boy, I'm just gonna throw some rubbish.
No, all good.
Yeah. My alarm goes off at 4:15 in the morning. I get up, shower, ready to work. Go down, get my crib, no breakfast. I'm not a breakfast person, nothing. So I'll get my crib, my lunch, get together, be waiting in the car to go to work at 5 o'clock. Get to work, 10 past, 5:15. Do a handover with my night shift crew from about 5:15 through to 10 to 6. And then night shift crew will go off, and then the day shift crew will come on. We'll go through our daily tasks, where we like, obviously our peer size in the morning, go through what we've learned from the previous 24 hours. We inset what we're going to do for the next 12, and then we'll go through our day. Work finishes for us at, I try and finish between 5:30 and 10 to 6. And then I get back to my room, I ring my wife, around about 6 o'clock in the evening. Not very long, because she's in Brisbane. It's a couple of hours, so it's giving more time for her. So it's like 8:15 over there. I ring and talk to her about 15 minutes. Then I hit the gym, 6:30. Hit the gym, 6:30 through to about 10 to 8. Go for a kite, back to my room, shower, sleep by 9 o'clock. And it all starts again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you do day shift, night shift, or?
No, just straight days. So I do 8. So now my roster's changed. As a supervisor, I do days only, and it's 8 days on and 6 days off.
Wow,
So,
awesome, man.
yeah. So we do it for 8 days, and then go away to our whānau, then come back and do it for 8 days again.
Now, just off the topic, what's the most successful achievement you have accomplished in life?
Well, that's a hard one.
Whether you get it.
I think for me, from a personal point of view, it's been able to hold my marriage together. Huh? It's been a tumultuous for, you know, with FIFO, marriages can get really tough, you know, that separation. But for us, we've had our ups and downs, and being able to, you know, give and take, both of us, give and take. And that has been for me. It wasn't even about the money that's been successful with. Being able to hold my marriage together with my wife, you know, that's been the biggest thing for me. Doing this work, hold my marriage together, because there's a lot of broken ones, right? Up here, hold it together, then you'll be right.
Definitely.
If we got, you know, if you got a happy whānau at home, makes working up here a lot easier, right?
Much easier.
My wife doesn't bug me at all, you know, like we only talk that once in the evening, and it's she lets me do my mahi.
Yeah.
Then we talk later.
Got to be on the same page,
Yeah, there's no humbugging around, you know, during the day or anything, because you know we all got to focus on what we do. So there's no communication during the day, just in the evening.
Awesome, man. Yeah. Now, where do you see yourself in a year's time?
From 12 months now. Oh, jeez. Probably doing the same role I'm doing now. I've got a few projects I want to push ahead. So I want to be able to do the role I'm doing now, but execute it more efficiently, which will mean probably bringing on some new technologies to help me to execute my job better, and with less energy. You know,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man. What about 5 years time?
5 years time. 5 years time. Probably doing more of an area managerial role, you know, where I'm overseeing other supervisors, you know, and helping them in the journey that I've had as a supervisor, and helping them, you know, be able to get through their day efficiently, using the least amount of energy, leading their people, you know, helping them out that way. Yeah. So that's the long-term goal.
Yeah.
Obviously, it comes with a lot of stresses. Hopefully, technology, as it's evolving, will make that role less stressful and make it achievable for myself in that time period. Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
And if you had to travel back in time, what's one thing you would change?
Oh, jeez, if I had to change one thing and go back in time. I think I would have, if I had to go back, I would have done this when I was in my 20s. I'll come over here when I was 39, or 38, 39, so I would have done this in my younger years, 21, 22. And if you're a teenager like 19, 20 now, the world is your oyster up here, you know.
Truly.
It really is. So there's some opportunity for a lot of good young people. Work hard, manage your money, manage those funds.
Have you got any tips and tricks there?
Oh man, not really. There's a lot out there, right? But you know, we earn a lot of money.
Yep.
Just don't get used to spending it up. You know, I can remember when I was back home in NZ earning $350 a week or whatever it was, you know. And I can honestly say those times were happy times. They were really good. They were really happy times. When you're earning $3,500 or whatever, you know, it comes with different stresses, eh?
Yeah.
You're just on a bigger level. So I don't know. There's a lot of arenas out there for financial help to allow you to, you know, set yourself up for the future. Absolutely.
Definitely, man. It's awesome, man. And do you have any positive quotes or mottos you live by?
You know what? The biggest one that I have at the moment, and it's a mining thing, right? It is what it is. Okay. When we live in a world of rules and regulations, they're there for a reason. They're there to help us. Those rules and regulations pay the bills, huh? Abide by those rules and regulations, stay within them, create some efficiencies within those, and
So say that again, I think. Say, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is.
Because you're a great inspiration once again, brother, you know? Everyone is, man, in the industry, eh? You know, everyone.
You know, like, you know,
there's so many things you can, so many things that collide your stuff, like, for example, flies to, hey, you know? You got any stories there from?
This all. Well, look, you know what? I always see a lot of Kiwi boys, the brown boys, with the old fly nets over, They're a bit soft. I always tell my boys, no, you know, when we get new people up here, they will flies start coming out and then they want to get the fly nets. No fly nets. We don't do fly nets here. Leave it to those Kiwi boys on the shots.
That's true, bro. You're right, man. Otherwise, that's a carton. It's really
like I said, it is what it is. The flies are here, and it's hot, brother. Right? It gets hot up here. Though I'm not hot anymore because I sit in the office all day.
But you've done the hard yards.
We've done the hard yards, you know? And it is. And you know, and the person beside you, right? The guy beside you, he's suffering exactly the same, right? Just do it. Hey, if you're both up for it, just do it. It is what it is, mate. Hey, 40 degrees, when it's hot. When it's 40 degrees, it's hot. When it's 50 degrees, it's just hot. Yeah. It's always just hot. So.
A lot of trust though, in the industry.
Yeah, a lot of trust.
What do you think about that?
Yep, we especially in our industry, we work at a two-man team. So there's a lot of silent communication. If you're working in a good crew, nothing's said.
True.
But everything is executed, precisely, without a word said, because you know your job, you know each other. So
it's awesome.
We encourage that, you know, like communication doesn't need to be from the mouth, Communication is through many ways.
Do you reckon that's the biggest key?
Communication. Yeah. Oh man, to move forward in your job, because you know we all have different personalities, right? And we can clash. You can work with your best friend, but if you're working with him for 14 days, it gets long in the tooth, You just don't want to. When you jump on the plane and you go home, hey, here's the light. You just here, brother. I'm glad I'm going away for 7 days,
Yeah.
But then you come back, rejoin, then 14 days again.
Camaraderie, that's what it is.
And that's what I used to enjoy on 2-on-1, It's that 7 days.
Yeah.
Halfway mark, Everyone does their own thing, right? Their own take, or they just want to sit back and eat some chocolate in their room and watch a bit of TV,
Yeah.
But
that's right, And reflection time, I reckon, is a big key too, you know?
And you need to communicate with all sorts of life, all sorts, not just our brothers. Open-minded, absolutely. Communicate, be a good communicator. That'll go a long way.
Awesome, man. Nah, thanks for your time and effort, brother. Honestly, it's really a pleasure to meet you, Rick. I really appreciate that, you know. And just stay safe and best of luck, bro.
No worries, brother.
It's one of those things. Nah, thank you for once again, bro.
All good.
Honestly, it's been a humble experience, man. With you because you're like the Kaumato.
Right, 47, especially in our game. Because 47.
It's people like you, to share.
Because
share
geographically, really, or demographic, right? People in our industry is a mid-20s through that mid-30s. If you're in that demographic profile, your ability to get work out here is really good, right? If you've got experience. You start getting out into the 40s, if you don't have experience out here, really hard to get in now. For the whānau, and that was one of the things I had to give up, was losing not seeing my kids, not seeing my wife, but also a passion that I really love and giving it away. Though when I was at West Andrew, I did take one of my bikes with me to work, and then I managed to get a couple of rides in. After work I'd go out for a couple of hours and come back, have a night light, go out.
Seen a lot of stuff, snakes.
Oh yeah, snakes, hissing kangaroos, these birds, I don't know what type of birds they are, they come down and attack you and stuff, but they were trying to get the light off my head. But yeah, you do see a lot of wildlife.
Bung arrows and all that?
Yeah, the old bung arrow,
Yeah.
heaps of those. But yeah, that's one of the sacrifices here. This is a passion for mountain biking. So it's kind of, my passion's kind of moved up here now. It's like, you know, just staying fit and healthy, because I'm not getting any younger, right?
Oh, awesome, man. Yeah, that's really a privilege, because one of my goals is gonna not this year. This year I'm gonna speak about mental health on October, you know, October the 6th.
Yeah.
But after next year, I'm gonna where I actually started was from in Headland, the Downer. So I'm gonna basically be just be aware for mental health. Massive cause. I'm just doing it as we speak, and I'm gonna ride from bike from Port Hedland all the way back down to Manchester.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's real.
Oh, bro, mental health is massive out here.
Yeah.
And don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Absolutely, bro. It's focus,
massive, massive. There's a lot of pressures. Some of us handle pressures more than others. But those who don't can easily become silent. You can see people starting to get withdrawn, not communicating right. That's when you need to say, man, you know, the old, are you okay, mate?
Okay, but it's
If
true.
there's anything we can do. And you know, most men are really proud.
Yeah. Especially our gene, you know, realistically.
So as a supervisor, I make the communication to my seniors in Perth, and they will actually go to the point of actually meeting these guys at the airport and seeing if they're okay and if they need to seek help, you know, outside of work, you know, in the city. So
Wow.
it's really good.
That's really good, you know? That extra mile.
Oh, you have to, you know, because like I said, we're all out here doing it hard. Some of us are doing it harder than others, and you know, we're not all built the same, are we? We're all individual, you know, we're unique beings, each and every one of us. So you know, we all take on pressure and the stresses of life totally different.
Yeah, because stresses could come from anywhere, from having an incident to you know.
Yeah, or you don't know what's going on at home.
Exactly.
You know,
That's another one too.
So those pressures can affect your work, and obviously if you're having problems at work, it can affect your life back at home.
Yeah. Now the facilities. Tell us something about the facilities.
Well, facilities.
Well,
so you know, I've been out here since the heyday when there was a lot of money around.
Yep.
So we've seen, you know, the food is still good though. But the food used to be great back in 2011, 2012. The food today though is still great. You can still eat healthy. There are some healthy choices. There's also some unhealthy choices. They're all there. All the good choices and some bad choices. Which is like, you know, moderation, huh? So you would have seen me eating my ice cream. Hey, I just went to the gym for like an hour. It's like, oh, that's my thing, eh?
Yeah.
Little ice cream, but food's good. I like it. We don't need to cook. Hey.
Yeah, that's right.
We've got people
free
cooking
food, free accommodation.
Yeah, free accommodation. You know, don't have to do any dishes. Well, just our crib containers. That's about it. But you know, the only grub you really have up here is doing your own laundry. But hey, it is what it is. You got to do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
You got to do it.
From your upbringing and stuff, do you reckon some people take it for granted?
Yeah, absolutely. For us, growing up, because I was brought up with my grandparents, so you know, you have a place, and you know there's a hierarchy, and you know what your job is to, you know, to do within the household. Unfortunately, some of the young guys that come up here, though they can execute their job, their housekeeping here back at camp can be a little bit undesirable, and they get in trouble for it, huh? So me personally, I really like how it's set up. It's really easy. It makes life a lot easier. Really.
Definitely,
Yeah, I like it.
Like you said, a 13-14 hour day can can really affect your you know.
Yeah, sleep. Like,
that's
another thing. Night shift, managing your sleep, really important. It took me maybe a year and a half, 2 years to get a system that worked for me. So I use a supplement called melatonin. It's around about 5 milligrams. I used to take 2 tabs but I only took it on night shift, because it's really hard to sleep during the day.
Okay.
So as soon as I would finish work, I would make sure I would have a late lunch, so around about maybe 4 o'clock in the morning. Have a quick kai just to see me through until dinner the next day.
True.
So I'll do that, and then I would get back to camp, shower up, and then drop a couple of tabs of melatonin, because it's something that we produce naturally when we sleep. All it does, it gives you a kick starter to your moi. And so you do that, flick your lights out, hot shower, drop a couple of those, boom, straight through to 4:30 in the afternoon, ready to go. It's good. But yeah, for those who are not experienced, it can be really hard sleeping during the day. And you can work on 3 or 4 hours sleep. You can do it in a physical job, because the physicality of the job will keep you awake, and you can do it for 7 nights. But you will go home wasted. You will go home and be useless to your wife and your kids, because you'll be just
knackered.
You'll be knackered.
Physically, yeah. I mean, yeah.
So try and manage your energy on those nights, because it's all hard for everyone. So that you got energy for your whānau. When you go home, you just want to, you don't want to just sit in front of the TV. Hey,
that's true.
You want to be able to have some energy for your kids, for your wife, then come back and do it all over again.
Yeah. Have you heard of a lot of breakdowns from that kind of stuff? Like, for example, divorcing and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, like the divorce rate up here is quite high. But, I believe it's...
Any examples? You've heard?
Oh yeah, no, not really. They're kind of like personal stories, but but it's just that distance. Just that distance apart, and having separate. You really do have separate lives.
Truly,
you have a life here with your friends here at work, and your wife has her friends and her circle of friends at home.
Yeah.
And so sometimes either can get led astray somewhere, but you both need to be on the same page,
Same page and a massive balance.
Oh yeah, having a balance, right? So making sure that when you are home, when you leave here and go home, the time you spend with your family is quality time, and with your wife as well. It's really important.
Nah, that's true, man. Because it can be draining,
Yeah. So there's obviously time for your friends, but make time for the whānau.
Yeah.
And you don't need much time with your mates.
Just sorry, brother. I just got to ask this. Just when you're working, as I said to you before, do you lose your skills as in safety and stuff? But when you're talking about safety, what's the most important tool there is
for safety?
For in general, what do you always use?
What do I always use? It was the main tool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Throughout the day.
Throughout the day. Our main, what aspect? Like just a tool. Like what do you mean? Like.
I reckon to be honest, you're always using a pen, bro.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
this is it.
True.
Right. Personal locks. Keys, personal locks, right? Keys.
Those two.
A pen, right? You cannot work without a pen. Because why? We do all our risk assessments, right? On paper. And you can't write on that piece of paper, you don't have a pen. My team knows that when everyone thinks that their locks are the most important thing. Nah, it's the locks and the pen. Because without it, you cannot carry out a risk assessment. when you get asked for a take 5 and you got no pen.
That's true, brother.
And don't borrow your mate's pen. He'll get hoha.
You see?
It'll wear thin after a little while borrowing someone's pen. So that's a good one. That's a good
subject, though.
Lock safe. Everyone knows to carry their locks.
Locks, everyone knows, but
pen.
The most vital thing is a pen, I reckon, before the lock, because you have to write a JJ's risk assessments.
That's it.
Take 5s to
That's it. So I always forget about that, but I do tell my boys that.
True.
Because I've got 2 boxes of pens in my drawers, right?
Okay.
but I don't give them their free will.
Yeah.
You know, like I'll give them, and then if they come in and they haven't got it, and it's been only about 2 weeks or whatever, I'll say, mate, you'll borrow this one.
Yeah.
But you give it back at the end of the day, and you grab the one that you left on your drawer or whatever, or in the washing machine or something.
Yeah. But it's true, man. That's probably the most vital tool.
It is.
Even it's not being sarcastic or anything like that. It's just reality.
Yeah, reality. Because like you said, that'll keep us safe, huh? Being able to write those stuff, and even though we're getting into a paperless society.
Yep.
So even like now, all our guys are using iPads. And it has a risk assessment. It's all prompting all along there.
Yep.
But our Take 5, right? That'll never be paperless.
That's true, man.
Still a piece of paper. Yeah, it's written
document.
word. Yeah. So the big high risk tasks that we do, we all do task-based triple Cs. They're all touch screen iPad. But the main one, the Take 5.
Yeah. The Take 5 is really crucial.
Really crucial.
Safety always comes first.
Safety
absolutely paramount.
Absolutely.
I don't care about the work or anything. Probably you agree with that.
Especially when you're working with someone new too. Really, really, really important. So, and when circumstances change, i.e. weather or equipment, etc. So I don't know. Pin there.
It's true, but you like that one, eh?
Yeah, I like that one. Because it's true.
It's true.
They go hand in hand, eh?
They go hand in hand.
When we get dressed, we pull on our boots,
eh? It's those two items.
Oh,
safety glasses.
Safety glasses. That's one of the bigger things, right? When you come out here, it's getting used to wearing safety glasses.
Yeah.
You're not used to it. Because, predominantly out in the workforce, there's not a lot of safety. If you're in construction, maybe, but... in the general work environment, safety glasses, locks, perfect.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's true, right? That's so true, With anything, But once again, bro, I really appreciate your time and effort there, it's fucking... Me too, I really... What can I say about that, Any final... Anything else that you can quickly share with us?
Oh...
There's so many,
The big thing for me as a Māori growing up in New Zealand, right? When I first got my first job, I was 13? No, I was 12. I was 12, intermediate. And my dad got me my first job. It was doing demolition. Right, I was only 12, but I was a big 12. I was a big boy. And I made my lunch, and I was so excited. Made my lunch, put it in, wrapped it up nice, put it in my bag. Ready to. And my dad's friend it was his construction company. He come to pick me up. And I remember this, bro, and it's etched in the back of my mind forever, right? As I was walking out the door, my dad, right, he goes to me, he grabbed me, and he goes, "Don't you fucking let me down." And that is the most powerful thing in the world. That every time I take on a task, anything that has reward for myself, right? I'll always think of him telling me when I was 12 years old, "Don't let me down."
That's awesome, bro.
So,
honestly, that's probably the best quote ever.
Yeah, don't let me down. Because they have these expectations, and you want, as a Māori, you want to make your dad proud.
Yeah.
So that's always with me, always. Yeah, always.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
No worries.
No, truly, brothers, it really touches home too.
Yeah. It is. It's really good, huh?
Yeah, and those are the roots.
Yeah.
Never forget the roots, bro.
Yeah.
Where you come from,
So if your dad's hard, there's
mutual respect there.
Yeah, and there's a reason behind it, huh? It's always, to uphold the whānau name, right? You always wear that, all the time. When you're out in public, you wear that with pride all the time. So, for me, my dad, he just don't let me down.
Awesome.
There was an F word in there, I knew what he meant, And it was work hard. Just work hard.
Work hard,
Always.
Hongi talk.
Yeah.
Me, cousin, me, honestly, you know. Fucking thank you, bro.
Nah, sweet, bro.
Awesome. So what do you think? If you think this was interesting to you, subscribe to the channel right now so you don't miss out on inspirational stories just like this. And also leave me a comment down below if there's anything you would like me to show you. For now, take care and stay safe. Bye.